when we last left our heroes.
It's been such a fun day. After fighting a bunch of people and getting taken to jail, I got to learn so much from my new friends. Raggax is a follower of Leviatar. She's the one that likes pain. Kaixus tells us that his father is Malevious and that he is super important and makes things. Jinmasu doesn't tell us much, but he does get a letter from someone. I wonder what it says. Him and Ajax then get to talk with that one guard captain, while Kaixus' dad comes and talks with him outside. I'm meeting so many new people. Malevious gives us a mission to do a heist, and I like heists. My new friends seem to like me. I like them. Arcane Amphitheatre, Episode 5. House Arrest.
Any questions?
Nope.
So what is this like leash made of? Is it like rope or like
This is
leather?
by leash. I truly do mean like, you know, like when people walk like pit bulls, like they've got like the heavy duty hempen ropes.
Oh yeah.
So he's
Like,
not
as they're
going to be
training?
capable to chew right through it.
Not like immediately.
It's going to take some time.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take time, yeah.
Ajax, I'm tangled up, Ajax. I'm getting claustrophobic.
You are going to have to just deal with it until you can learn how to behave better.
What's the city looking like where we're at?
You guys have left the prison. And as you are continuing to head towards the Western District, it takes about 15 minutes or so to get there. Kaixus is very familiar with how to traverse the city, and as you guys are walking out, you guys weren't quite in like the downtown market area, but just on the transitions between that and the Southern District, where there are more of like the blue collar homes. As you guys continue walking through the city, you'll notice that all of the homes are made with this sturdy steel. This isn't quite like some steampunk city where there are 5 to 6 story tall amber buildings laced around with this shiny gleam, but instead every home, these single family homes made out of pure steel. And as you continue walking past them and entering the Western District, you will notice that they are immaculately kept. You walk by and you can see your reflection on every exterior wall.
So there's
back
no
at you.
rust on them at all whatsoever?
There is no rust. You look down and the very road you are walking on are these like interlaced, gorgeous looking cobblestone. And then in the very middle of the road are what appear to be steel tracks. Kaixus and you, Sheelal, the two of you would know that there is a long-standing ferry service that is automated throughout the entirety of the city. And as you continue walking around, you will also look up and you will notice that you are walking underneath what appears to be almost like a roller coaster. These railroad tracks laced above you for mine carts. This high-speed shuttle service that will take you to certain points within the city. Very often used by people who are, by the rich folk in reality. People who don't have the time to wait around for the bus service, the shuttle service to take them around. Both of these services are down for the night. The city itself is also very walkable. So it will take you about 30 to 45 minutes to go from the far eastern district to the far western district. But you never feel like you need to take the tram.
So this is just like a highly condensed locale where you can just get from point A to point B and not even
in a couple minutes. If you take the tram, it might take you like 10 minutes. But if you take if the mine cart stops at the location you need to, you will get there within a minute.
It's like the post service in the Avatar that Omashu city. Is it Is it Omashu?
Yeah.
Yeah. The stone.
I actually don't remember.
With Boomy.
It's
Yeah.
either Omashu or Omasu.
Omasu. Something like that.
Jin?
I truly don't remember, I'll be honest. But I'm going to say yes because I think you understand.
I'm sorry, I've never watched Avatar.
Fuck you.
That's a
Shame.
that is a shame, and we will have to talk about this when we're done.
Of all things, Trevor.
The night, as you guys continue to walk, is completely silent. You guys spent about an hour to 2 hours within the prison. The parties have long disappeared. Most people have gone home for the evening. And as you enter the Western District, you will notice that these are gorgeous, large manors. Most of them 2 to 3 stories tall. Not quite mansions, but many of them with large gardens at the very front, all of them fenced in and around, most of the gates automated. Almost every home you will walk by has this incredible sort of arcane gem flowers that illuminate the front of each home.
Pretty swanky place you got here, Kaixus.
Well, it's not much, but it'll do for tonight. Let me just wipe my feet. Please wipe your feet there.
You're not.
Oh, we're not there?
No,
Oh,
not yet. You're not there yet.
I just assumed this.
You're gonna wipe
He's
my
already,
feet
like,
on the
started-
cobblestone streets.
I assumed the
we're
nice
here,
place.
all right.
I assumed the nice
He's
place
already
was
taken
mine.
off his shoes and he's.
Oh,
This oddly looks just like my father's manor.
Look, guys, I haven't been here in years. I never come to the west side of town unless I absolutely have to.
Which is funny because the west side of town is the wealthy district.
I don't identify myself with the pompous rich.
Your home, the actual Interravant Manor, does reside in the Northern District, which is the home of nobles, essentially. Despite there not being nobility within Reydale, this is a quote-unquote democracy.
So we're in the side of town where people think that they're important.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that's where you are. Like, these are people that have money, but they're not important.
Mm.
Like you've hit the portion where you guys are arriving in like rich Florida right now.
These are where all the
where
Karens
like
are.
it's all really nice homes, but all these guys are retired.
We got a
They're
content
a bunch
house
of
here every now and
assholes.
then, you know.
And you
it's-
don't want
it's
to
great.
spend time there. You don't want to.
Exactly.
Even if you're rich.
After a couple more minutes, Kaixus, after your quick sort of accidental detour, you stop in front of this absolutely extravagant 2-story manor. And you are on the outside of these large obsidian black metal gates that as you approach, they begin to blink red. And there is a magical cylinder that appears on the floor and goes upwards. You would recognize this as a zone of truth.
Anyone have any deep secrets they want to share right now?
I do.
I should.
Raggax
Go ahead,
raises
Raggax.
his hands. On the way over, I did maybe fart like once, and I'm really sorry.
Is that what that smell was?
I
Yes.
smelt that too. That was terrible.
You know,
I-
And I'm
impressive.
behind me,
Something
too. That
so
was
It
impressive.
was
gnarly was so
rotten
silent.
cabbage mixed with beef.
Listen,
What did you have?
the road gets weary sometimes, you know, and the rat on the way into Reydale was really tasty. It was good. Probably not great for my bowels.
Did you have the tail?
Oh yeah, that's like the best part.
Ooh.
I was just curious.
Who's next? Am I gonna be the only one who tells the truth?
Anyway, do I have to say like a passcode or something to get in here?
Yeah, you know how to work this. You just need to step in and say your name, and the gate opens for Kaixus and Terravon.
I step forward. Kaixus in Terravant.
Immediately, the gate blinks blue, and it slowly opens up, completely revealing the actual steel manor. And there is another cobblestone pathway that walks up to the front door, and lining the very sides of the pathway are these like they're very dim in the light they produce, but these blue dim brickstones that are laced around it to just shine the path up to the front. And as you guys follow it up, you also go past a garden, and in the very center of the garden is this marble statue of an anvil with a hammer laying on top of it.
Come.
And you approach the front door.
Not bad.
Kaixus walks in like it's a normal Tuesday night. But this time he's
Because
dripping
it is a
blood
normal
and
Tuesday
clanking
night.
in his armor.
You walk in like a normal Tuesday night, and immediately, as you approach, there is a voice that echoes from within. Master Kaixus, it's been so long! And this 5-foot-tall bipedal turtle with this metallic shell rushes out towards you. You would recognize this as your loyal servant, Al.
Ow.
Who comes in and you see him sort of hobble towards you. He pushes up his spectacles, this like wrinkly old greenish blue skin, this like old man half smile, and he just runs up to you and he goes, "My boy, it's been so long. My, have you grown?"
Thank you, Al. Well, I'm sorry I've missed you since they put you on this, since they took you away from the main estate and put you on this Western townhome duty. How long ago was that again?
Oh. Only it feels like 25 years ago, but it probably was only 25 months.
Well,
I fear that your family's just waiting to find me dead in the middle of this estate with no one here to find me for days.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
Well, at least you have an extravagant tomb.
This is every turtle's greatest pleasure in life. To pass away from the sea in the middle of a steel home with nothing around it to remind me of the vast ocean in which my ancestors came from.
Is it too late to get like a pet or something? Keep you company, maybe?
Oh, what pet could a turtle have?
I don't know.
I've
I
heard
think
that
this little guy could help
they
you out.
enjoy the company of bears.
Oh, I love bears. Anyways, what brings you home, Kaixus?
well, we are on a special mission from Father. We're just checking on some property while we're on this side of town. We're gonna rest up for tonight, but we're gonna take care of business tomorrow.
Oh, business. Oh, what business is it? Please pray, with an old soul that could perish at the blink of an eye.
You really know how to butter me up, Al. It's pretty. I lean down. I'm like, it's pretty important business. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And then he kind of like takes his fists and does a little doink doink together.
Oh, I remember when I was joining your father in those important businesses. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And then he also like shakily puts his fist together. Yes.
Ah, man. What I would give to build a suit of armor that fits your weird turtle body.
That's because I wear it every single day. And like he turns around slowly, revealing the completely metal shell he has. Shined to perfection. No scratches, no dinks, nothing. And he does like this old like wiggle butt to like showcase it.
What a cutie.
If I achieve nothing in this life, let it say that I found the perfect cure for shell rot, is what I'll call it. Shell rot. I do very quickly, I pick up a rock off the ground and I infuse it to make it sound like with the sound of the ocean, and I say, hey, when you go to bed tonight, put that in the shell with you.
That's fucked up.
Wow.
Here's a reminder of what you don't
Here
have.
you go.
No, it's just,
Here's your home, buddy.
Family.
guys, I'm doing a nice thing for him. This is gonna remind.
Whoa, that's what you call it, huh? A nice
All right.
thing.
Well, anything set for dinner tonight, Al?
I wasn't expecting company.
Well,
It was a bit late notice, sorry. My name is Jinmasu. It's a pleasure to meet you, Al.
Oh my, I've never met one of you before.
Mm.
And he goes and
Say the
shakes your
same
hand.
about you. Hello. Hi.
Oh, we are quite rare in the mainland.
Mm.
Please. And then he looks at Ajax. I've definitely met one of you before. A pleasure to meet you, elf.
Thank you. You may call me Ajax.
Oh, Ajax. What a lovely name.
You hear a thump.
And then he looks down at the other two.
You hear a thump as Raggax has yet once again got entangled in the leash. Oh hi. I'm not Ajax. That would be weird.
Oh, no.
I'm
Easily
already
confusing
started.
it now.
we've already
sorry.
started.
I think I got a concussion from that last trip. I'm Raggax the Goblin. Nice to meet you. He reaches up while he's still tangled.
What a pleasure to shake hands with a goblin who hasn't tried to make me into stew.
Not yet. That was a joke. That was a joke. I swear to God, that was a joke.
Oh, now you have a conscience.
Do you not want me to? Do we
Fair,
want to go
fair,
down this
fair.
road?
Yep, you're right. You're right.
Best
I'll let-
behavior,
keep it-
remember.
keep it.
Kai, please make sure not to encourage the goblin to commit any war crime.
I feel like, I think the only way I can not do that is by simply not speaking to him at all.
And what about you, my short robotic friend? You look so intricate.
I'm Sheelal.
Sheelal.
And he sticks his arm up again for a handshake.
Oh, God. What is your arm?
Some bone. Not really sure where it comes from.
Yes. Great. Will I be okay? Kaixus.
Oh, absolutely. I will let no harm befall you. Do lock your door tonight, just in case.
I was going to ask about that. I assume this place is, well, I don't know about guarded, but safe after what happened tonight.
What happened?
Oh boy.
Just some minor rough housing that took place at the governor's party.
Glacial bit the dust.
Yeah, we don't have a governor anymore. We didn't have one. Lost him before he even got started.
I always told your father he should leave the armory business. His efforts should be with the people. Maybe this is his chance. Become the leader the people need, the people want. What can I say? I'm just an old man and your father's stubborn and stuck with his old ways. No.
Isn't that the
I
truth?
must be here for when they turn around and they beat us. I will arm the revolution. Or I will arm
Oh my God.
the people that will protect the city.
What the fuck?
Who is this guy?
Good Lord, Al, these 25 months have been rough, haven't they?
He's an alsurrectionist. Oh
Hey, I
my
get it.
God.
I also have not spoken to your father in many years, so I truly don't know if he really said that.
No, I can see it.
Anyways, I'll go make you all some ox stew.
Delicious. I love
Sounds
eating
lovely.
I love eating the grizzly farm animals.
I mean, do you not want that? I can make you anything else, Kaixus.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry.
Master Kaixus. No, please. If there's something else you want, like, I will make it. Truly, if everyone else wants oxtail and you want like a panini or something, like, I'll make it. It's all right.
May I have pulled pork tonight, Al?
Of course.
Make that two.
His favorite meal as a young lad.
Do you have rat leg at all?
My God. I didn't know we were handling the uncivilized.
Given the opportunity to actually expand your diet, and you go for rat once again.
It's just so succulent.
Succulent?
Yes.
I suppose if you have any trapped rats on hand, which I know you don't because you're decent folk, I suppose you can cook it up if you want to try.
I'll even make it better for you. If you don't have rat leg, I'll just have trash. I'll just have trash.
Lead me to the closest dumpster.
I can
and I'll be
find
set.
some rats for you.
Yeah.
Well, you won't find any in the Western District.
Aw,
Rats have been completely eradicated.
damn it.
How about I go ahead and I make you a pulled pork sandwich just like Kaixus wants, and then from there we'll close our eyes and pretend it's a rat.
Raggax thinks about it for a second. Yeah, that works.
I'll be in the kitchen. If you hear something crash, don't worry. It was probably my corpse hitting the ground after 135 years.
I'll be sure to give you a proper burial, Al.
Gosh. So,
Al's gonna
have
skyrocket.
you been here before? Kaixus, mind showing us around?
Oh, gosh, I haven't been here in years. I never really come here. My laboratory is where I spend most of my time, and that's back at the main estate. But,
Mm-hmm.
I will say I remember why Al was sent here now. Ugh, all that talk about revolution and constant nihilism, just put a real damper on things. Could hardly
Well,
focus.
he's self-aware. He understands that his time is coming. And it only makes sense that your father decided to just send him away to look after I wouldn't say decrepit. He keeps this shockingly well kept for his age.
As you are saying that, and now you guys are sort of have no longer been bombarded by this old turtle that just waltzed in and grabbed you guys. You guys are in this massive, large foyer.
Do I remember how many bedrooms there are?
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'll get to that at the end. At sort of the end of this. You have been here before plenty of times. This is not your normal residency, but you guys are in this large foyer with two large chandeliers hanging from what appears to be a 20-foot tall ceiling. So you immediately walk in and get this sense of this sort of grandiose nature of a manor. To your right is this large living area that expands outwards and grows even larger with a bunch of cushioned seating, sofa, ottomans, a fireplace with a beautiful large portrait of the Interravant family. Beyond that is a large kitchen with a dining room area, this incredibly large glass sliding room door that opens up into another garden with a hot tub and a pool and a jacuzzi and a slide. And then as you continue in, just on the first floor, Kaixus, you sort of take a minute now, very quickly walk everyone around. The first floor by itself has a large fitness center with practice dummies, fake weapons, a small little track for you to run around on that you could set up obstacles that have been placed around. There is a small little forge room with a very small actual forge, workbench, anvil, hammer, not meant for large scale work, but enough to fix up weapons and stuff like that too, along with a fully stocked kitchen that you now see the old turtle running around, preparing the shredded pork and then shredding pork again because you know you liked it like shredded twice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Double shred.
Finally.
You go up this marble staircase. So while the exterior is steel, everything on the inside is not. It is this very modern Victorian interior. The only actual steel inside the city, or inside the home, are the actual trims of the house that decorate it. And you go on up and there are 5 different, what look to be almost master bedrooms laced around the second floor. So you guys are living in luxury.
And that concludes the tour. Sorry for the modesty of it all. But make yourselves at home.
Well, I'm counting 5 rooms right here. How are we gonna deal with that? Does the Toral have a room?
I'm not sure where he sleeps, but he doesn't stay in one of these. I know that much.
I think it should be the 2 new best friends, if I'm gonna be honest.
Sheelal and
Well, I think
Raggax
that
together?
goblins should sleep outside.
Oh,
I'm
That's
kind
fine.
of with Iska on this one.
I mean, I usually sleep on the dirt regardless, so that works for me.
Wonderful. Be sure to chain him up, Ajax.
Can I have like 1 knife though? It's more of a like security thing than anything.
I'm going to say no, only because you might cut yourself free of the leash.
Oh no, I won't do that.
Do you trust him, Ajax?
I think that more security measures should be taken into account. Does the house come with any sort of, I don't know, basement that you can just shove them into and kind of leave them there to sleep until the morning?
Is there like a cellar? Is there like...
Shove him in the basement.
A lot
He's
is
there for
riding.
that.
There is a wine cellar in this home.
Oh
That-
no, that's not a good
We
idea.
can put him in the
Wait,
wine
I'll
cellar.
take the wine cellar. I'll take the wine cellar.
We will put him outside.
Just know it's 10 gold a bottle for each one you open.
Well, I don't have that.
Yeah, he doesn't have the funds to
It's
support
clearly
that tax.
listed. It's clearly listed when we put this place up for
Kaixus, I threw all my gold at you when you went to talk to Magma and you didn't grab it.
For Sky C and C,
for
is that
Sky
the word you're
C and
looking
C.
for?
Yes, when we put this place up on Sky C and C, we clearly state it is 10 gold for every bottle of wine you open.
Raggax will look at Ajax, who's holding his leash. Ajax, can I please just have like my knife that's in that bag? I won't even ask for the bag of tricks. I just want the knife. Please.
Is this for protection? What do you want it for?
It's for protection.
What are these rich folk gonna do to you?
That you can't do with
Actually,
your teeth.
I just answered my own question. Okay. You may have a single knife.
Okay. Raggax will.
Not to
Oh.
be used on Al, the housekeeper.
I swear, if you kill Al, look, he's a Debbie Downer. He's depressing to be around. I will destroy you if you hurt him.
Why would I kill Al? He's making me food.
That's a fair point.
Mm.
Put
Sound
it out there
logic.
now. No one can kill Al. He's off limits. We're gonna. I'm sure you're all gonna get your bloody fill tomorrow, but not tonight.
Raggax, would you prefer just to sleep in a room? Live a life of luxury for once?
This is gonna sound weird. Rich people and life of luxury kind of freak me out, so I'll take the dirt.
Are you sure? Al does the sheets every night, even if nobody sleeps in the bed.
Let me break in the home, and then not like literally break in. Like it's not, I'm
You're
not
all-
gonna do
you're
a
already
B&E
in.
on
You're
your
all-
own
You've
home.
already
you don't have to
passed
do
that step, you're fine.
You made it.
I don't really need a room either.
Do you want to hang out in the dirt with me?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's hard for me to say no because it looks like they're gonna have a good time, and I just don't.
I prefer to be up high Do you want to come to the roof?
Worst case scenario, one of us falls off and breaks our necks and die. But
I'm good at not falling.
I mean, if you're not gonna fall, then as long as you got me, I'll be up there with you.
Raggax, I will be around bright and early in the morning because you and I are going to start our new lesson plan.
That sounds stupid as shit, dude. But
it's
sure.
not stupid. It is mandatory.
Okay.
So, do we have a teacher in our group now? Is that what you are?
I am doing what is necessary in order to acquire success with this impossible task that's been given to me.
Now who's the Debbie Downer?
It's still Al.
It's
Ajax,
still Al. You're right.
Do you have my sack?
I do. Safekeeping.
Can I get my knife?
I'll give the knife to Sheelal.
All right.
You may give this to Raggax. If he can either properly convince you, which actually, now that I mention it, is not going to take much doing.
It's gonna take like 5 seconds.
Hey, can I have my knife? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
I don't.
Literally, that's all it's gonna take.
I'm also in charge of Sheelal, and I don't know if that's the greatest idea.
Oh.
I was honestly gonna let the little guy run around. I don't know. I trust you,
Jinmasu,
Sheelal.
now you're in it because Sheelal has the knife.
I have 2 others too.
Look, I think the best way to go about this for you two is, for at least the time being, we are in some sort of way a team. So we gotta work together. And I think that means
Team.
stay on our best behavior. I'm not gonna worry about you, Sheelal. I believe you'll be just fine. And we'll get this done.
Yeah, just fine.
Jinmasu, respectfully, if I wanted to blow it the fuck up, I would have asked for the bag of tricks instead. But I just need the knife.
Well, I say, go ahead and give him the knife. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay.
And Sheelal hands him the knife.
Raggax will take it. And I'm assuming since I didn't have any other knives on me, it was the one that Magma gave.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
And if you guys need some incentive, chances are tomorrow, you're gonna get to kill a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
So just keep that in
We
mind.
should also probably in the morning have a bit of a game plan ready for what we want to tackle.
Absolutely.
I will hand the leash over to Sheelal, as these two are going to be running around together. You two are not to leave the premises.
Let me ask Al if there's like a perimeter defense, like if there's like a lockdown we can do to make sure they can't leave. Al!
Yes.
Is there a lockdown protocol on this property?
Yes. You know the drill. You just have to say, I am Kaixus and Terravant, and I lock down this facility. And you will activate the lockdown procedures that are interlaced within the magical systems within this home.
Thank you, Al.
Yeah, you should probably let the system know who are the allies and who deserve to be taken out with spectator eyes of disintegration.
This place has the spectator eyes. Oh, my favorite. All right, will do. Thank you, Al.
I really wish we could get the beholder eyes.
It's one of the two.
Oh, dinner's almost ready, by the way.
Thank you. I am Kaixus and Terravant. I initiate secure protocols. Allies are Jinmasu, Sheelal, Raggax, Ajax, myself, Iska. Am I forgetting anybody? He scans the room.
Did you say Jinmasu?
I did say Jinmasu. All right, I think
Now,
we're
will
good.
the spectator eyes go off if there's any attempt to break out?
Yes, but the lockdown procedure should initiate measures to keep our two less than civilized companions from leaving. I don't know, I imagine a bunch of like steel just starts closing over the windows and shit.
You've never had to activate the lockdown protocols, but you are familiar with them. It is pretty much just heavy sheets of steel just all around the house. And then each home you have is laced with either beholder or spectator eyes.
Lovely.
Is it
Man.
just the house, or can we go outside and
Like, can we still go on
like
the roof?
the property?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
It is the entire property.
Okay, so we can go out around the like in the property wherever.
Oh no! Once
Or
lockdown
are we in
happens,
the
if
house?
you're in the house, you're stuck in the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought there'd be like a wall built over the yard. It's been a while
Sheelal
since I've
starts
done
to
this.
pull Raggax along to the front door, and then I'm assuming there's like a steel thing or like a magic barrier there on the front door.
Like the door?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just a lock.
Okay, yeah. It's like he'll go to try to open it, but
Can you undo it, please?
Do you promise not to leave the front yard? You cannot leave the gate. Because also if you leave to get back in, I have to be there. So don't leave.
Well,
Otherwise, you will be disintegrated.
You
do
might
you want to come outside too?
No, I'm okay in here.
Okay.
But yes, I'll let you out. Do I have a key? Can I just like
Yeah, you have the key. Yeah.
Alright, I just think Kai probably like takes out his like arcane gauntlet and he just like starts uncapping his fingertips and sees like little keys inside and he's like, oh, it's Western. Oh, I keep that on my index, and he takes it off and he's all right. Have fun, kids.
You didn't want to go play fetch with your dog?
Oh, did you want to eat first, Raggax?
Oh, yeah.
They're so
Okay,
cute.
We can
It's
wait.
like-
You can
it's
lock
like-
it back down again.
Yeah, lock
my
it
name-
down.
I am Kaixus Teravon. I initiate protocol procedures. I don't analyze
It's such a wild thing to say. Oh my
You
god.
might want to write that down before the night ends.
It's all right. I'm a pro at it.
So after you say that dinner is ready and you hear Al, it's ready. Your favorite master, Kaixus. Shredded pork sandwiches with mashed potatoes mashed twice.
You remembered I like everything in twos. I like everything done twice. Kaixus, like a child, takes the. I think he'd also like collapse all his armor back at this point. He takes his, or probably collapse his armor back at this point, put on fresh clothes, and he like a child puts the mashed potatoes in the pulled pork sandwich and like smacks it
Yeah.
together.
Is there a reason why he also shredded the bun?
He
Like it- I
loves
like it shredded.
shredded buns.
It's good. I like a shredded bun. I eat it with a fork anyway.
show you some shredded buns.
I love the bread. What does that mean?
Would you like it like a panini?
Oh,
I just got the panini press, Ajax.
let's switch it up.
He
really wants to make
If you
some
would like
panini.
to use the panini press,
Panini.
you are more than welcome to. I would love a pulled pork double shredded panini.
I'm telling you guys, double shredded is where it's at.
I thought this was gonna become Al's new end goal for the campaign. Was he wants to make this fucking panini, but he never does.
He like goes back and he grabs the panini press. You know, for a little bit, the Interravant family dabbled in household appliances, a very short-lived venture to try to separate themselves from the blood and gore that is war
Ooh.
and revolution and insurrection.
Oh, here we go
And
again.
my arcane armor
Oh,
is
no.
too adventurous.
See? And you see him like, he pushes down the panini press and like he waits there. I always think Reydale should revolt. Showcase themselves. Not Reydale, be Newdale.
Yeah, Newdale.
Newdale.
Don't encourage him.
He finishes the panini. And he looks at you dead in the eyes, Ajax. Are you the revolutionary I've been waiting for?
I look at
What?
Ajax and I'm just like, play along. Like, this is the most fun he's had in like forever. Just give it to him.
Al, you say the words, and you'll have your very own New Delhi. A shop where you can serve all the paninis you could ever possibly imagine.
This is such a bad fucking bit. I hate this bit. I hate it. Holy shit. Oh my god.
You are the revolutionist I've been waiting for. Now try something truly revolutionary. And he hands you the panini.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'll take a bite. What am I feeling?
it is a pressed pulled pork sandwich.
Double shredded.
It is double shredded pulled pork. It has a little bit of like a barbecue tanginess to it, but like there's just not enough flavor in it to like really send it the extra mile. Like it's good, it's well cooked, but like it just lacks the last bit of substance.
Would you like an honest opinion?
No.
Then this is the best damn panini I have ever had.
Great. Now I can die in
Absolutely
peace.
revolutionary.
You are the revolutionist.
My taste buds are on riot right now because they need another bite.
Take it.
I'll take another bite.
He's waiting. You gotta do it.
This thing kind of sucks.
You take another bite, and he happily goes back to the kitchen, enjoys himself. And you all, like, the food is good, it's just not.
Now I remember the second reason why they sent Al away. Not the best cook. And I know he thinks he's double shredding. It's more like a 1.75 shred.
All this thing needs is just some extra barbecue sauce mixed in, and he's got it.
I don't like it too wet.
Why is he skipping out on ingredients?
Oh, I told him not to.
It's your fault.
I told him not to make it too wet. I don't like it super drenched. And
Too sloppy.
Sauce, yeah. I like it to be a little more, less messy.
Raggax has finished his sandwich. He's like dissatisfied. He looks over at Sheelal.
To you, it was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That was good. Despite what I was thinking, I think it was pretty good. It wasn't rat leg. May have been a little bit better. But there's a certain I don't know how to put it.
Je ne sais quoi.
What?
Nothing. Bless
I
me.
didn't know you spoke Goblin.
Yeah, there's a certain je ne peux pas that is missing. I don't know. It was good though.
Je ne sais quoi is the spice of life. It's what gives everything its luster.
It's probably that 0.25 of shred Al is missing.
I see.
While they were eating, Sheelal was gonna like try and sleight of hand a fork.
Sure.
Actually,
Give me a sleight of hand.
A spoon. A spoon.
Why not a spork?
By all means.
The best utensil possible, a combination of two things.
14.
All right. Is anyone paying enough attention to Sheelal swiping a spoon?
Probably
Figured
not.
I would be keeping an eye. I mean, I say that I trust him, but I might as well be like next to him whenever I can be.
Give me that perception roll.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Oh, that's actually a 17. Let's go.
You see him just very quickly just take the spoon.
Not gonna say anything, just gonna give a glance. Pocket it for later in the noggin.
And he like opens his mouth and like just drops it in there.
Confusion, but still doesn't mention it.
Hear a little
He
dance.
pockets that thought too.
And then he just goes off for a second and just re-oils up.
Re-oils up.
Definitely
Can
gets
you describe
oil.
to us like what the process of re-oiling is?
He just like he has like a he opens his mouth again, reaches in there. There's not too much room, but enough room for like a couple things, and there's like a little oil canister that he just pulls out and goes over his joints. And he's got good dexterity and sleight of hand, and after a while, like he's done this a lot. But there's still a little bit of room for improvement with that. So like some of it of course drips everywhere.
Could you do that in the forge room, please? Could like where the stone floor is? It's a little easier to clean up.
Oh, don't you worry, Mr. Sheelal. That's what I'm here for.
And he kneels down and begins cleaning up all the oil.
I already got it all, though. I'll do that next time. Raggax, you ready?
Yeah, Ajax, what time do you want me to wake up for our stupid lesson?
Well, I only need 4 hours of meditation. So, I'll get you whenever I'm ready. I have some things to do in order to do the presentation. Don't worry.
You have a
You'll
presentation
get a-
already?
Oh, no.
He's working on it.
You
He's
will have
working
a
on it.
full night's rest.
Okay, whatever. All right.
We need to make sure that your brain and your body are both nurtured for learning.
One of those will be ready.
So yeah, Sheelal, he hasn't let go of the leash at all too, so he's just holding on to it and just like runs off with Raggax. I'm assuming we hit the door and then it doesn't open.
So hang on. So the key.
You hear an audible metal thud again.
I might have scratched it a little bit.
Oh, 1 second. I'm Kaixus Teravon. I deactivate the security system. All right, get out of here.
Oh, I should say, like, you only need to say that, like, in the emergency. You don't need to, like, turn it on and off every time. Unless you are trying to lock yourself in there.
No, I think I jumped the gun on getting ourselves locked in. Kaixus will just fully deactivate it. Forgot how terribly annoying that thing is. All right, have fun, kids.
How big is the property?
The property it would roughly be about like 1.5 acres. And you guys are in a city, so there is a sizable portion of land here. As like you run back out to the front, there is like a front and a back garden. There's not really like a place to sit or run around. If you were to like walk around to the back side of the house or exit just through the back door, behind the pool, you would find like a little gazebo for people to sit in, a fireplace for people to hang out in, a metal barbecue for people to cook in, and then an actual garden for people to walk through and things like that. But it is a large property.
When you said the fireplace, I thought you meant they were just chilling out inside of the fire pit.
I really
not
can.
like around it.
Okay, what do you want to do first?
I don't know, Sheelal. What do you want to do? You're the one with the leash.
We can explore. We haven't seen the backyard yet.
Yeah, let's go there.
Okay.
And like they run off and he's like shaking the leash up and down as they're running.
I hate this.
love it.
Well, you guys run around to the backside where you guys hit the backyard essentially with a large garden. There is also a what is just like a large plot of like green grass essentially for what you assume to be is meant for kids to run around in and like either throw balls or things like that too. Like this is set up for a recreational environment when need be. What are you two doing?
I'm assuming after Raggax has run all of his energy off, he will kind of come to a stop and like just lie on his back. Sheelal, you are a whole bag of fun. You know that, right?
Yeah, a whole bag. You too.
I gotta tell you, Sheelal, and he'll sit up and look at Sheelal. You're weird as shit, but it's pretty cool. I don't know how to put this. It immediately sets you apart from other people. And you don't need a god for that, or a goddess.
For what?
To be... And Raggax, for the first time since you met him, actually gets kind of quiet. Never mind.
Huh. Okay. I like you a lot too. You're fun. I like everybody that I've met so far in there.
I know.
Especially that turtle man. He's got great stories.
I am actually really on board with this whole revolution thing. I know the others think it's a joke, but I'm going to try to spur this fucker on. So we'll see how that goes.
Had same ideas, but could never really go through with it. Of course, because of getting caught and going to jail.
No, for sure. And I'll let you in on a little secret. It's not really a secret. I just haven't told anyone yet. Once we're in the clear with Malevious, he's at the top of my fucking shit list. I'm gonna torture that fucker till he screams for mercy.
Huh.
So we can incite a revolution if you want.
I'm not really sure if I want that.
That's okay.
I don't really dislike anybody too much.
I don't dislike anyone in there.
But if it's fun.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Huh. Okay.
But you said two of your buddies were locked up?
Yeah.
Raggax will. He takes out his knife and he cuts his hand and he sticks it out to Sheelal. You're the kind of first friend I've had in a long time. You have my blood promise that I will do what I can to get your friends free.
Okay, really?
It's a promise.
Yeah, promise.
And Sheelal looks at his hand and like cuts it, but of course since it's bone it really doesn't do anything.
Here, I got you. And he cuts like his arm to let it drip on his bone.
Thanks.
No problem.
And then they shake hands.
Yeah. All right. I will say I have lost a lot of blood today, and I have to get up early for his stupid fucking lessons. So I
can
might
wake you up if you want.
Oh, that's actually perfect.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
You said you want to sleep on the roof, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a good way to climb to the roof? Is there like a trellis or a... Is that what those like vine things are?
There is not, because the exterior is complete steel. But it looks like conveniently Al was working on shining the house and left a ladder outside.
Okay. All right, let's go up this ladder, and then we'll find a spot.
All right, can you actually carry me on your back? I'm actually feeling super lightheaded. I'm losing blood quickly.
Sure, I can try.
Do you want a strength check for that? Or athletics?
Give me an athletics check.
14.
It's a struggle, but you manage to climb up the ladder, and you really aren't carrying Raggax. You really are sort of just like, you gotta climb up and you realize it's more work than it's not. So you leave him on halfway up the ladder, you climb up, and then you just pull him up with the leash the rest of the way up.
Choking him meanwhile.
Choke him all the way up. And he's doing the thing where he's spinning starfish style in the sky on the way up.
Like fucking SpongeBob from the movie.
Yeah. Oh my god. I can just
hanging there.
imagine there's just some passerby watching this fucking happen.
You look over to your right, and there's like a tiefling couple that's off to your right going like, my god, the Enderavons have really fallen off, haven't they? And they go back inside.
Uh-oh.
No, not a great look. Oh no.
And is this like a flat roof anywhere, or is it like completely slanted the entire way?
So it does have multiple levels to it, just
Okay.
because of how high the ceilings are. After you get up onto like the first level, you can very easily jump between all of the levels. The highest sort of third level is an arched roof, but the other two levels are completely are flat roofs completely.
Okay. Well, we'll probably do like the second.
You climb up to the second level, and you get actually a really nice view of the city. You're not incredibly high up, but as you take it in, Sheelal, you've always seen this, but you've always felt this, but this is the first time you've seen it. You can feel that the Western District, the Northern District, both are set up at an elevation. So it's almost like this weird shaped ball, and you guys are climbing up the side of the ball. And you can see the ever so slight downward hill of the nobles looking down upon the commoners. So as you look through, you can see, and you start to make out the buildings and the dim lights of the downtown area, and you see miles in the distance the Southern District and the Industrial District. The black, tarish smoke rising from different warehouses and factories. These large, plain, long-looking, rectangular buildings that are the hundreds of warehouses that are set up for storage and export, import of all of Reydale's goods. You can almost clearly see the lines between each district, where it starts and where it ends.
Do we see any of the mountains from here?
No.
Okay.
This is the first time, now that you're at an elevated location, that you fully take it in. The 80-foot tall walls that surround the city of Reydale. You cannot see outside, as these black, metallic steel walls loom over the city. And you can see guards that walk atop it, patrolling. You can see the sky, but the horizon is covered.
Sheelal will just basically look at the sky for a good while.
As Raggax is slowly drifting off into sleep. He just utters, I need to get to the Devil's Dominion. I need to get there.
The two of you drift. Your dreams, your ambitions on the forefront of your minds, amidst the chaos that was today's events. As we pan back over into the home, what are the other three doing?
So you said that it was 10 gold for one bottle.
Correct. So, you see Kaixus just comes back and he's just like bear hugging a giant batch of bottles and just like sets it down on the table. And he just very casually just like goes to like crack one open, and he's like, his arcane gauntlet comes out and he turns one of his fingers into like a corkscrew, and he just like pops it off, pulls it off with his teeth, and then he just drinks out of the bottle, and then he just opens 3, like 2 more for everyone.
And I'm assuming that fee was only going towards the goblin.
No, it'll probably just go on my credit card.
Oh, even better.
I mean, I don't mind to pay. I'd hate for...
Oh, please, no. You're my guests, and the more sensible of my new companion. So, drink to your heart's content, and he cheers both of you.
To a new group of potential friends.
Potential friends, if we don't all die tomorrow, but I've great confidence we won't.
To new opportunities and ambition as we are forced to deal with whatever reaches us.
Don't worry, it'll all be soon behind us.
Gotta say, you have your work cut out for you, Ajax. That's a handful right there.
Oh, I'm prepared. If anything, I'll just come back to the two of you and we can snip the weed at its core.
I would be happy to at least listen in on this lesson. I'm rather interested to see how that goes.
I'm also very interested to see what you are going to do.
I
here.
have no clue what I'm going to be doing. I just want... My game plan is to torture this poor goblin into falling in line and saying, yes, sir, no, sir. And as soon as I get the information that I desire, he can do whatever he wants.
That's fair. That is fair. Well, I'm sure the goblin won't last much longer in Reydale, especially if he just keeps acting like a heathen.
I mean, you say the word, and if he's causing too much trouble, then we can just be done with it. I've said previously that he is funny to keep around, but I'm not that emotionally attached.
We'll see. He did some impressive things back at the party. I think he'll be very valuable tomorrow. After that, I don't know.
If I can alter his point of view and positively influence him into doing things correctly without all of the repercussions that he brought, like he did this evening, then yes, he could be a valuable tool and an asset for us in our future endeavors.
Well, here's hoping he doesn't murder us or innocent bystanders or set the warehouse on fire. But any one of those things could happen.
All possibilities for sure.
All possibilities.
Do we have any sort of plan going forward? I figured that's something maybe after this lesson we could begin to plan out.
Sure. I'm pretty hurt, not gonna lie. Tonight might not be the best time to talk about it, but to be honest, if they give us much resistance, as long as we can keep it inside the warehouse, just clean it out.
I don't have any problems with that. That's for sure.
I have some tricks up my sleeve. I suggest that tomorrow we scope things out. We wait till night. We'd be able to sneak in. If we do run into anything that might cause us trouble, then we just deal with it and, like you said, clean it up afterwards and leave like we were never there.
Look, I may sort of put on the facade for my father that, I am a man of reason, a personable sort. But I have a feeling that this group is a bit more talented when offered the violent route. You might be surprised to learn that I lean that way as well.
I would say the same, and honestly, sometimes it's best just to improvise.
But
when it really comes down to it.
Maybe whoever's in there will see reason, but this is Reydale. Hardly anyone sees reason.
I will do my best to ensure that things go in our favor. And maybe cast a sorcery or two that can turn the tide in our favor.
I want to... Is the child coming as well? I was going to ask about this. So she's with you, Ajax?
As I pass her the bottle of wine.
She's not with you guys.
Oh. I kind of figured she was.
You guys are having this conversation, I imagine, like at the dinner table still. This gorgeous sort of like wooden oak table with a chandelier hanging above, the moonlight sort of like simmering into the room. And as you go to like look around, you don't notice her. You look on the other side of the house and you see her with Al in the living room. Both of them with a glass of wine.
Oh, they're plotting. We shouldn't interrupt them.
Iska shortly became my traveling companion after I crash landed on the island that she was a native of.
What island would that be?
To be honest with you, I never even really got a name. It's off the eastern coast. We ended up traveling to the Devil's Dominion, and, well, she's an adventurous sort that wanted to leave home, and I was headed in this direction, so she tagged along.
Good of reason as any to pick up adventuring.
Seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders. Just let's try and keep her out of danger as best as we can. She's a child after all.
She is young, she is frail, but she is bursting to the seams with natural-born talent.
Well, Jinmasu, where do you hail from? You have a very interesting set of garb.
Indeed. It's a small village in the Dominion. You wouldn't really know of it. But I do miss it, if I'm going to be honest. Again, this friend of mine, the letter that I got, I've gotten several at this point. That's what I came to do at the party, was to speak to Glacial, but things have changed.
What did you need to speak with him about?
It was, to be honest, I'm not even sure. A lot of the times, these letters just don't give you a whole lot, to be honest with you. I don't question it. I just do it.
So you receive mysterious letters that give you instructions and you just follow them with no question?
Let me ask you, Kaixus. Your father. When did you start following in his lead? I assume you never asked any questions as well?
I would like to think my situation is a little different, but I see your point. Do the letters hold some sort of power over you?
Let's just say that it benefits me in certain ways. Maybe I could explain it more as time goes on, but for now I fight. Wherever it takes me, and it's led me here to you all, and I'm grateful for that.
Well, I'm grateful you're here as well. Despite where we come from, I don't think you and I are too different.
You'd be surprised how similar we are.
Well, maybe we have similar tastes then. I was thinking about adding a shield to my ensemble. Could I perhaps get you two gentlemen's opinion on what would look best? I'm sure I've got a number back in the training/armory.
I was gonna ask about that. I wouldn't mind to take a look, if you would lead the way.
Let's see if we can't find some fresh weapons for us all. And I lead them back there.
Go ahead, you head towards what is the training room, essentially. And you walk over, you see the practice dummies, and on the walls of this large room are weapons upon weapons upon weapons. None of them fanciful in any way, just well-made weapons. Kaixus, you will recognize a lot of these as practice weapons you've made before, or your father has made in teaching you guys. All of them very well made, but for one reason or another, not sold by the Interravant family. Not meeting these standards you guys keep yourselves up to. Not that they're unusable or there is anything wrong with them, just practice blades.
All these weapons fell out of our 99.8% perfection standard, and therefore did not make the cut into consumer consumption. But they pretty much work the same. Take your pick. A lot of these are practice. Are there any like real weapons that could actually?
Sorry, yeah, they are all. What I mean by practice weapons are practice for you guys to forge.
But they can
not practice blades. They work perfectly fine.
Okay. Well,
they were made while you were training, or someone else was training. One of your armorers were training, etc.
Take your pick of whatever you like. They're not going to be missed or anything. Kaixus immediately goes towards the shields and starts looking at whatever he can do the most, whatever he thinks is going to work with his armor the best.
I go over to a giant great axe, take it, go over to Ajax. I think this would suit you. Gonna throw it to him.
Okay, I will attempt to catch it.
Give me a strength check.
Strength check is going to be 10 minus 1, so that's a 9.
So, yes. Jin, you boomerang the battle axe at him, and he goes to catch it, right? Ajax, you grab it, and then you also continue with the blade.
To go with
just spinning. Yeah, you go.
Sorry.
And you end up on the floor behind you where there's a small little arena for practice fighting.
I will say this great axe has some fine craftsmanship, but it is not for someone like myself.
I go over to help him up. Sorry. Don't know my own strength sometimes.
I think there's a barrel full of daggers. You could take one of those.
I will take a few daggers for myself. I've never been quite one for equipping myself with hard steel.
I think I'm fine for right now, though. I appreciate the offer. I kind of tap the halberd in the back. It suits me pretty well. I had it fixed up not too long ago anyways.
Well, if you need to fix it up some more, my next stop is going to be the forge room, and it's not quite my laboratory, but it'll do the job. I just got to get this thing infused and we'll be fine.
I'll join you.
I would love to see what this process is.
So Kai will just walk on over to the forge room this time, and he'll find a workbench that suits his needs, and he'll take the shield. He'll also sort of I feel like when he takes off the armor, it's so quick. But I think it like collapses sort of underneath his clothes. I would almost think he like almost has like a little thing that he can just take off of his back or something, or off of it. Maybe it's on his belt, and he takes it off, and he fidgets with it some more. First off, with the shield, you see he takes out this weird looking tool, and you see him like click a little switch on it, and it like shifts and rearranges until it becomes smithing tools. He's doing that while also doing some kind of magical shenanigans on the shield until he infuses it. He's going to infuse it with an enhanced defense, which is basically going to give an additional +1 AC while he's wielding the shield. So that'll take his AC up a good bit. He'll kind of look up at that pretty proudly and say, well, I like to see anyone get through my defenses now. Bleeding that much.
Do you want to try?
We can give it a go.
I begin to take out the halberd. If you want to, I can try.
I am taking 10 steps back. I am halfway across the forge.
All right, but I was also going to readjust my armor for tomorrow. But fuck it, let's see if you can get past. Let's see if you can get past this. So, okay.
All right.
So, all right, go for it. Let's see if you can get through. And
all right, he's gonna take it out. Just do a little flourish, bring it behind his back. You sure?
Yep.
Ready?
Let's just see. I gotta. This is for science.
All right. He looks over
For
at
science.
at Ajax. Are you ready as well? Far enough away? You're a little too far. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. And he's gonna run at him before he has any time to respond.
All right.
And go for a swing at Kaixus.
Defensive. See what he gets.
That is going to be a 16, I believe.
That would have hit before, but basically my AC would go up by 3. So 19 is what he's rocking now.
Nice.
Whoa.
Kind of bounces off and I stagger for a sec. I see it works.
Definitely
Very
use
nice.
the shield on that one, but all right. That'll do. But then he'll go back over and do a little more adjustment, and he is going to switch his armor from Guardian to Infiltrator.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of a Thunder Gauntlet, he's now going to have advantage on stealth checks, and he's going to have a Lightning Launcher. Ooh. So his gauntlet goes from being all thundery to like all shocky and filled with lightning, and he just does a little zap at a dummy in the back.
Oh, we gotta do a bit better than a dummy. Come on, right here. I'm pounding my chest.
I'm like, are you sure?
Oh, no.
I am ready. Unless Ajax, you want to come in here and let it happen to you?
No, I'm good.
All right.
You sure?
Why not? Do it, man.
I am
Come on.
a safe enough distance
I
away.
hate for you to be left out of this, you know? You're standing over there. If you want to go.
This is Easton's long-term plan to kill all of us. Just very slowly.
You know what? No, fine. I will.
There we go. That's what I like to hear.
I'm ready.
Oh, are you sure? Okay. It's
Wait, do I have... Wait, hold on. Let me check my spells.
I was going to say, do you have a...
You don't have spell
absorb
slots.
relevance? Oh, no.
I have one, but I don't have it prepped.
Trevor, that panini's gonna come in clutch here. Don't you worry.
it is. Anyway, it's 15 to hit with the lightning.
What's your AC,
And-
Trevor?
It is 13. I am going to shield as a reaction.
There you go. Hey, if you hadn't shielded there, I would have gotten you.
That was pretty close.
No, you just reminded me that I've got some arcane abeyance of my own.
All right. Well, we've been showing off. Give us your best shot, Ajax.
Mm-hmm. He's got no spell slots.
Huh?
He's only got cantrips.
I mean,
Yeah, come on, let's see what you
that's
can
not really
do.
my thing. I'm not much of a. I'm more so, shift things around. I'm not that offensive. Okay, who wants it?
I mean,
Give it to both of us.
I was ready before,
Yeah,
but
if you can give it to both of us, give it to both of us.
yeah,
If I
I'm
hadn't
ready.
shielded, I sure could have.
All right, then give it to
You've got
give it
cantrips,
to
don't you?
Jinmasu. I'm
Yes,
still
come on.
I still feel the blood coming out underneath my tunic.
Okay,
I get to a spot in the room and I just stand there,
and I am
Puff out
going
chest.
to.
ready to go.
I've got my book out, flip the pages. There we go, and then I'm gonna start twirling my finger in a circle, and all of a sudden sparks are gonna start coming out of my finger, and then my hand's just gonna light ablaze. I'm gonna toss it up, and then fastball a firebolt at Jinmasu.
All right. Let's see it. What you got?
No curveball, no
It's
gonna
change
be-
up, just fucking gas.
Okay, 17 plus 6 is gonna be 23 to hit.
Oh, that
my
hits
God.
for sure. What's that damage?
And so this spark of cinder is just going to shoot right into your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
First time casting this cantrip, that's going to be a D10. That's this dice. And that is 10 points of damage.
Dang, you
Nice.
rolled max.
Nice.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that was good. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't
no,
really hold
I
back
asked
too much
for it.
there.
It's fine.
Kai like
Oh.
whistles. He's like, what? I can't even get my
Yeah.
firebolts nearly that fast. That was incredible.
So I was gonna ask about that actually. You did some weird sort of magic stuff to get me to that door back there. What is that exactly?
Yes? Well, to put it simply, I eliminated the amount of time that it would take for you to get from point A to point B.
So you do a bunch of time stuff then?
Yes, I am. Some people call it chronology magic, some people call it chronomancy. The language, there's not much difference between the two with distinction. I have practiced it since a young age, and that is why I am seeking out that of the Lagrange family. I would like to better improve myself, and they are the best whenever it comes to that sort of knowledge. And so I am taking any opportunity that I can, chomping at the bit in order to expand my repertoire and continue my training.
I like it.
Well, I think after tomorrow, I will certainly owe you, and I'll see what I can do to help make that meeting happen.
That is a very kind gesture. I am by no means trying to take advantage.
Yeah, not that kind. I don't even know those. I have no idea who they are. But see if I can't ask around. But you tired, Jinmasu?
I need to sleep that one off. That was a lot.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm still bleeding a lot. I
Apologies.
gotta redo my stitches, and then, or rather, Al will redo my stitches, and then I'm off to bed as well.
But this is just ensuring that you two are in tip-top shape for tomorrow. You must go to sleep with battle wounds to get ready for the next days. And you can take them a whole lot better than I can.
Just stay behind us and you'll be just fine.
That's the plan. 10 feet away.
All right, it's Betty by time.
All right. It's a pleasure meeting you all, and thank you again for the place to stay, Kaixus.
Oh, it's no trouble. Only wish the wine and the double shredded pork was more to your liking.
It did its job.
With that, you all head to your individual rooms. These large, lavish, queen-sized beds. And as you sit down on the mattress. They are the most comfortable mattresses you have ever slept on. Mattresses straight from the Sky Isles, the island of the Air Genasies. You are sleeping on literal clouds imported from the Eastern Isles. Kaixus, you go to your room. This room, you've stayed in this room before many times. You're no stranger to this house, despite not having stayed here very often. Give me a perception roll.
An 8.
You go ahead and you sit down, taking your armor off, taking most of your clothes off, getting comfy. With an 8, only this one thing catches your eye. This home is filled with pictures of your family. Your family is not one that has it like spread throughout, but they're there. This is a home you have all lived in. On your bedside is a picture of your brother with all of the corners burnt off, freshly singed.
Freshly singed. How fresh?
You can roll me an investigation.
Oh, it's gonna be really good. 25.
25, you take the picture out of the frame, investigate it, check the corners. This was done maybe at most a day ago.
I'll sort of... is it my older brother that's in it?
It is your oldest brother.
Kaixus will kind of quickly, like, throw back on a tunic and pants, and he'll go to wherever Al sleeps, and
You go outside.
oh no!
You look in the pool, and you see him inside his shell at the bottom of the pool.
Kaixus takes off his tunic and then like dives in, and then like knocks on his shell.
Hello?
I point up to like.
Oh, that's right. You can't speak underwater. And like he just sits there floating.
Al, can I show you something really quick?
Oh yes.
I swim back over to the
up.
shore. I swim back over to the side of the pool, and I get out and I show.
Does Sheelal see this?
You can give me a perception roll if you want. It will be at disadvantage since this is happening after you sleep.
Nat 1. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Sleepy guy.
Oh yeah, you
Sleepy
are
guy.
not noticing.
He's
this.
cuddling. He's cuddling with Raggax right now.
Raggax is cuddling him.
Yeah, I think Raggax is cuddling.
Yeah.
He sleeps like a droid. Like from Star Wars. Like, you know how they're folded up?
That's fun. Oh, that's cute. I show the picture to Al and I say, who was in... The only person I know to have stayed here is you. Not accusing you, but who burnt this photo?
You see him reach out and grab it. Well, I don't know, actually. No one's been here except for me. At least, not that I've been aware. Although I'll admit my eyes and ears are slowly approaching a senile state.
Sure.
I don't know anything of this.
That's no problem. I just wanted to make, not many of these left. Just want to make sure they aren't lost.
He hands you back the photo, and as you reach for it, his hand lingers on it. Be careful, Master Kaixus. I fear there is a revolution in the works.
He'll just sigh and take the photo back, and then we'll start to head back upstairs But before he journeys back up, he'll look at the photo, look at the fire in the fireplace downstairs, and then we'll crumple the photo, throw it in there, and then go upstairs.
You take a moment to admire the photo, and you are startled for a second because you hear the soft snoring of Iska on the couch by the dim embers of the flames. And you look at the picture of your family in all its entirety. You, your father, your mother, and all of your siblings. Give me another perception roll.
Ooh.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
You turn to go back upstairs, and you stop for a moment. The only person in that photo you didn't look at was yourself. You go up to the photo, and you look at you. This beautiful hand-painted portrait of you and your family. And you look at your eyes, staring back at you. And you'll notice 2 holes where your pupils should be in the photo. As if someone burnt a small hole straight through your eyes.
Is it just a burn? Like a
Just
burn
a burn.
hole? Nothing behind it?
Like someone took a small match and delicately placed it straight in your pupils. There is nothing behind it except the wall.
Kaixus will sort of shakily back away and look at Iska and back at the photo and the fire, and then we'll simply go back upstairs.
You go upstairs, shaken. Something made it past the defenses of this home. Something made it past Al. Despite his fragile, senile nature, you know him to also be observant. Someone is after you. And that's where we'll end this session.
Hey there, my name is Easton, the player of Jinmasu. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and follow our social media pages to stay up to date. All links will be down in the description. Please be sure to share with your friends as well. You have no idea how helpful it is spreading the word. We upload new videos every Wednesday on all major podcasting sites. Thank you again for all of your support, and we will see you again next time as our journey continues.